I'm nervous to watch this and be like, oh, Megan, you need to lose weight.
Oh, God. We can't start there.
Stop making faces.
Okay, so I'm here with my twin sisters, clearly. No, this is Milo. I worked with her at Varsity, and this is Megan. Unfortunately, I haven't worked with you, but we were basically bored out of our minds from Corona, so we decided to drink and get our makeup done, and yeah.
So this is our quarantine life. This is what we're doing. I don't know what you guys are doing, but hopefully it's something a little
10 out
more.
of 10 recommend.
Yeah, definitely recommend.
All right, so let's just do a shot to get started.
Cheers.
Cheers, one.
So we have like a few card games here that we're gonna play while we do our makeup. We don't really know. We're just going with the flow.
We have no rhyme or reason
Yeah.
to this. Let's do it. Megan, you want to go first?
Okay. Have you ever served food or other edibles in an erotic context? How did it go?
I mean, whipped cream is good for the skin, I hear. Right?
Okay, if you could have any body part of mine for aesthetic, not medical reasons, what would it be?
Who would answer medically? I like your teeth. They look like they're so good to chew with.
Sturdy. You look like you have limited palate.
Yeah, those are some strong molars and cavities.
Do you guys have a type? Like a set type?
I have a type. It's
What's
bad.
your type? Oh God, is it like?
It's not bad. It's just like my type is so spot on that when I am with another guy and people see him, they're like,
Uh-oh.
do you date anything other than this one specific person? And I'm like, yes. I mean,
How would you put it into words?
I
what
know,
that
but
type
like
is?
I don't want to be. It's not racist. Love all races, but I like really tall white guys, preferably with tattoos, a beard.
Yeah.
I like long hair. She doesn't like long hair, but I like long hair.
I was getting really horny up until that, and I just dried right up when you said long hair.
Obviously, like it's deeper than meets the eye, so like you have to keep my interest after that. But from a physical appearance, like in shape, tall, like really tall.
How tall are you? Let me ask.
Me, 5'2".
Yeah, I see why that's important.
I'm like 5'11", like just anything over 6'1".
Yeah, she gets so mad because like we'll date somebody like 6'5", and she's just like, get yourself. My type would be. Can we just say Hispanic?
Yeah.
Either my guys are like all American, like you described,
Yeah.
kind of the guy that would be like the quarterback in high school or whatever,
Same.
or like Mexican, but like.
Or like Mexican.
or Hispanic, you know. I just like the dark skin, like they usually have a nice beard and they make a mean eggplant.
I don't have a type.
Really?
Yeah. Honestly, I will always pick like the funny, cute guy.
You do.
Yeah. As long as his waist is bigger than mine, his thighs are bigger than mine, and he's at least 4 inches taller than me. This question, I feel like what your favorite sex position is kind of like.
Whose
masturbating.
favorite position isn't doggy style? I don't.
Right. Same.
Yes?
I like the side.
The side?
Yeah.
I mean,
When you're on
I
the
like
side?
He's standing over you and you're laying down on your side.
That
Whoa.
hurts me.
Really? I think it just hits it different, so I'm like, that's
It hits different.
It hits different.
Unlike the others.
Yeah.
I like doggy style, but I also like doggy style, like where you lay down. So that's not doggy style anymore. But
Just
you know
like,
what I'm talking
you're like,
about?
I just want to catch a quick nap.
No, that hits different too, though, when you're like at the top of your body.
So
is.
like lay down, your back is still arched, but like your butt's up.
Yeah.
But like your chest is down. You know what I'm saying?
Have you not seen the meme where it's like beginner level and she's all
Yeah, the
hunched back,
TikTok.
and then it's like the different stages, but yours, what you're describing is the
Expert
premium
level.
expert level.
Did I just expose myself?
No, I hope you're wearing pants. You're not exposing yourself. This is a waist up kind of video. This is stupid, but do you brag about me to other people? What do you say? I don't think you talk about me to other people. You
I
better
do
keep
talk-
my name out your
I
mouth.
talk really good things.
If I ever tell a story with you in it and I'm like Taylor and they're like, oh, Taylor Doherty, I'm like, yeah, she's like the funniest girl I know. Like,
Yeah.
I'll say something like that.
I'm like, first of all, A, have you seen her fucking body? B, look at her. C, she's fucking down to earth.
All right, I'm
and,
over
like,
this question.
funny.
I can't handle
so,
it
like,
anymore.
how could we not talk about her? True or false? Sometimes it's okay to have unprotected sex. Explain your reasoning. Yes, it's okay to have unprotected sex.
100%.
If you're
Mhm.
actively dating that person And you guys know you're both obviously clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're at a point where you trust someone, 100%.
Jesus, God bless the IUD.
Same.
Can I get an amen?
Can't say the same, mom.
She's like, what's that? Birth control.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, I took the birth control aspects into my own hands so that all that was on them was the like clean part.
Yeah, I wish that they would put a little on then like the financial part because an IUD was over $1,000.
Yeah.
That's
You should, every guy you like come into contact with for wallets and like in you need to be like, I'm sorry, the admission
The
fee is
fee?
$75.
You just changed my
The
sex
admission
life.
fee is
You just changed the
$75.
game.
Like,
Okay, I'm turning the fan on.
It's getting hot in
I
here.
got warm.
So on that note, shots. Okay. We're just gonna take shots on our own volition.
Yeah.
We're just gonna keep drinking.
Because
and
we're
doing
just
this
too
thing.
open to not answer questions, I think.
I also
Yeah.
think that's how I would describe you too, like open book, like very honest, not any, yeah.
I think I'll be thinking that until I start editing this and then I have to put the link out.
And then
And
you're
I'm like,
why am I doing
how do I
this?
block my parents
Password
and
protected.
grandparents' IP addresses in total?
What would it take for you to sleep with someone you're not physically attracted to?
Alcohol.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there anything else?
I feel like even on alcohol, I couldn't.
Yeah, me neither.
Actually, the only person I've ever slept with who I wasn't physically attracted to, I got talked into it by two close friends, and they did me fucking dirty. And the next day, I was like,
They did you dirty?
yeah.
Like,
I was like,
The person that you slept with?
no, the girls.
Oh.
I was like, why would you ever?
I was like, hold on, they're ugly.
Why would they do
why
that?
would
the
they
girls,
talk-
because they were like, he's really into
are you still friends with them?
Yeah, they're my two best friends.
Oh my
That is some shit I would do with my friends.
And they were like,
too.
we were drunk too, I'm sorry. And I was like, yeah, but I think a lot of alcohol and
Oh, money.
money.
Okay. Do y'all want to have a moment? Like a
Like a heart
I want
moment
dirty.
or like a...
No, we
We
can't.
can go back and forth.
Okay. What's one thing you can start doing to put more beauty back into the world?
Oh.
I think a lot of like self-love. Like a lot of people don't.
You think self-love is going to put beauty into the world?
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, because when people like more appreciate themselves, it kind of shuts like everything else down. Like it stops putting this level of like, you have to look like this. And then it's beautiful because everyone's being themselves. Just like we came here with no makeup. And we were like, I think it's beautiful, like us beautiful in our own, without makeup, without everything, being ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I also still felt like I wanted to put a disclaimer at the front of it. Like, I'm sorry we look right. We
Yeah.
needed to introduce ourselves. I didn't even introduce myself. Hi, I'm Taylor. It's hard to like just love yourself as you are as a girl.
It
It's
is.
like raw.
It is 100% as we're doing our makeup. But that's why when you were like putting beauty in the world, like yeah, because look what we're doing. We don't have to. We could totally be ourselves.
Do you think that you could keep your job without it? Like a professional job. Like Megan, you're in a professional.
Oh yeah, I show
like,
up to work
but
every
like
day
you have
without
like
makeup on.
you have a job every day. Do you wear makeup every day?
Absolutely not.
No.
But okay, so I go to work. I don't put my makeup on. But when I go out on the field to like talk with
Oh yeah, if I'm
architects
meeting
and
with clients
designers,
or if I'm meeting with influencers
100%.
or any
I'm always wearing
videographers,
makeup.
photographers for
Yeah.
sure. I think I always put on makeup for my own self and confidence and that more so than I do the person I'm meeting with because I think, well, actually I did a research project in college about if you dress to impress, what that does for your like
Yeah, just your own inner
your
like.
test results, your interview capabilities, the way you stutter over sentences or anything. It's much less when you
Yeah.
get
Or
yourself ready to
confident.
go into something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1000%. I do presentations in front of designers, and you know, I'm just like,
Oh yeah, and you feel totally different
I'm
when
like,
you feel good about
have
yourself.
to be on point, like my hair, makeup, nails, everything.
Do you guys feel pretty without makeup? Like, do you feel okay? Here's an example. You're in a new relationship, and it's the first time you have to go without makeup. What do you feel in that moment that you like walk out of the bathroom, or that you open the door, and he's there?
No, I'm 100% like,
You look the same without makeup, though.
but I don't feel like that.
Yeah, but to yourself, you don't.
And you probably don't feel like that, but you do. You look great without makeup, but we're like, oh no, I don't want him to see me yet.
So you feel that too?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, but chances are, like, at that point, if they're seeing me without makeup, they've already seen my asshole. So I'm like, if you've... I'm like, you know, if we've already, like, been there, then, like, you can suffer through me a little without some mascara looking like a zombie for a few minutes in the morning.
I don't know. Like it's so weird.
Am I nervous about it? Absolutely.
I never would leave public without makeup on until maybe like 3 years ago. And it was like the first boyfriend I had, my ex was, which, you know, I don't really like to talk about exes, but it is what it is. The first time he saw me without makeup, he insisted on walking me to my car door in the morning, and I was like, please God, no, because
outside
daylight,
Oh
and
my
I walked to my car with my head down, and I was like, please just don't look at me whenever I turn around. And when I turned around, the look on his face was like a kid that just got his favorite toy on Christmas. He had like so much excitement and love in his face. He's like, immediately he goes, oh my God, you're the most beautiful thing ever. And I started crying. And like every time I would think about that moment, I would start crying. And it was such a moment, like a game changer in my life.
It really is.
And that's when I started,
Admire your woman when she's her most vulnerable, because it really does mean a lot. It really does. As I'm sitting here, face baking and everything.
I hope you get to make
Do it!
I want like an inspirational message to go out.
PSA.
PSA with a big
Love your woman without makeup.
Love your woman without makeup, but not me.
I ain't your woman.
I just got hella deep and was like, look at my face right now.
I guess I've never had somebody say anything negative about me without makeup on.
Okay, here's the difference, because I hadn't either, but the difference is saying nothing and somebody
Saying
appreciating.
something,
It's like every time I take my makeup off, it would be like, I love you this way so much, like, you know, you're the most beautiful. So I think when someone said something, instead of, it took the anxiety out of being that way. Like I could be around him and not be worried.
On that note, if you're gonna say it to other people, like I've had boyfriends be like, behind my back, or not behind my back, but to other people compliment how I look or like the way they feel about me, and then not say it to me. And I'm like, oh, if you're gonna say it to somebody else, for sure say it to them, because girls always, whether we are the most confident or self-conscious people ever, always love reassurance from the people that we care about or love, and that's.
Well, it's a human thing. Like I think any guy listening would be like, I'd want to hear it too. You know? So I think if we just take that message moving forward and say, it's just like the kind thing to do to anybody, your friends. Like, it's a good note to say to your own friends, like what you think about them.
A way to put beauty into the world. If you're thinking something positive about somebody else, verbalize it. Whether you've told them that a million times or not, just be like,
I do it to like strangers in the grocery store or
whatever.
Skirt. Yeah.
I love your hair color.
No, Taylor, you do it all the time. I literally will walk and Taylor's like, love your hair, love your makeup, love your highlight. And I'm like,
I compliment people all the time.
Love
like
her.
People are always just like
that back for 0.2 seconds.
Yeah.
I've had people be like, you compliment me too much or something like that. And I'm like, I can't help myself.
Like,
I see something.
The truth.
That's how I see you today, and I want to compliment you on it. Because, I mean,
okay, back to the makeup thing. So I just recently started talking to someone, and we've not met yet because we, 2020, met online.
Bumble? Something?
Bumble, no.
What? Instagram?
Well, Hinge, kind of the same.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Bumble.
Anyways, we were like talking, we've been talking, and then he like kept FaceTiming me, and I'm like, oh God, I don't have any makeup on, I'm at home doing nothing. And he FaceTimed, and he was so, and I was like, you know what, I got it done with. I answered the FaceTime call, no makeup, no anything, and he, like, we got off and he was like, you're fucking beautiful. And I was like, really? Like, you see me like this? And I'm like, okay, we got that out of the way, because he's gonna see me eventually without makeup, but
it's the first time
I had the same experience.
Butterflies in your stomach.
But
and you're like,
I literally wrote him
deal?
and was like, I did not want that to be how he saw me for the first time. And he was like, I mean, I'm cool with like seeing you and getting my breath taken away, but when I saw you, my breath was still taken away and you didn't do anything to yourself. And I was like, okay.
Also, on the same note, girls will always know if you're lying to them.
Yeah.
So if you say this and you don't mean it, we will see right through you.
Yeah.
Right through you.
Don't take this.
You could, like I said, like whenever I saw it for the first time, I saw his face, I could tell. It was not like, oh, it wasn't like his face said horror movie and then his mouth said, you look great.
You're gorgeous. You're so pretty.
It was all together.
Okay, here's question card. Now we got all sappy. We need to get back to like talking about.
Do you know how much time you spent on the beauty in the world?
What's
the last inanimate object you put inside of yourself other than a person?
Where's my drink? Oh, yeah. Wait, inanimate.
Yeah.
But
like inanimate objects.
Do you want me to re-ask the question? Okay.
Yeah.
What's the last inanimate?
Inanimate? Much better.
Cut. Good.
Take
What's
3.
I feel like I'm... Woo! Back to reality. Okay. What's the last inanimate object you put inside yourself or another person? Should we be putting objects in other people?
I was like, what? I want that in
in
another
myself,
person.
not
Have you
in-
put something in somebody else?
I haven't put anything in
No.
anyone else.
Just gonna glue these eyelashes. What was the other question?
Okay. The other question. Do
Imagine-
you have nude images of anyone that I know on your phone right now?
Myself.
Okay.
You know me.
Yeah.
I guess that works.
I don't think I have any. I don't have any
No.
dudes on my phone.
Not right now.
Do you?
No.
I mean, we don't like
I don't
we don't
save
really
any.
collect that, and I don't really care to
No.
save it.
Yeah,
I save
That's not-
mine to use in the future again. Is there something like equivalent that guys could send us equal to a nude?
Money. Oh. No, actually, a guy did send me a video of a stack of cash. He goes, "I got something sexy for you," and I go,
Oh,
I
okay.
braced myself, and then he goes, "It was just stacks of hundreds," and I go, "That was way better than a dick pic." And he goes, "Who would want a dick pic?" And I was like, "Thank you."
I just don't know what guys think we're gonna do with the dick pic.
But how do you feel about getting one when you've never seen the guy's dick and you're kind of like, I want to know what I'm in
Interested?
for, so I'm not like in the
Okay.
bedroom like
Fair,
take
that's
it
fair.
caught off guard.
100% fair.
I've only ever gotten dick pics from like strangers that I'm not interested in, like.
Same.
So I'm like, why'd you send me this?
Yeah.
Did you think I was gonna be like, oh my god, I want you right now?
That was just what I was looking for.
Okay, so unsolicited dick pics are just
We're
out of the
canceling
question.
it.
Garbage.
But
Cancel.
if we're like talking and we haven't met and I kind of want to see your dick size, then okay, that's fair.
I want to know the most embarrassing thing that I've done with nude pics.
Yes.
Like, your nude pics
So
or guys?
this was like when iPhone came out, and I was late to the game. Still, my BlackBerry represent. Oh, you know how when you start a group chat, you send to multiple people, it starts a group chat.
Yeah.
Well, not on a BlackBerry.
Stop.
So this is also before Snapchat, and I'm in college, and I'm sending like a picture, like I think it was in a bikini or something like that. But I just like back then you could just click multiple people and send it.
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
was
like
thinking-
19. I'm not dating anybody. Like I was freshly single, and I was just getting my flirt on. And so I sent out to all these dudes, and some guy responds, "Why am I in a group chat with a bunch of dudes?" And it was like a sexy post. And I think I just like died right there, and
Taylor.
I needed, yeah.
If I had a hot brother or sister, would you let them seduce you?
I wish you had a hot brother. I want the male version of you.
I have two younger brothers, but they're like 19 and 21.
I've seen them, and I said I wish that you had brothers that like were in my bracket, because if she was a man, I would date her and I would propose to her.
Same. We'd
I
be
would
dating.
propose to
Absolutely.
For sure.
Without
That's
doubt.
another thing I say about you when I meet people.
Do you know, okay, the compliment I get most from my girlfriends is if I was gonna have a threesome, I
It would
don't,
be
no,
with
they
you.
go, I'm not really into girls, but if I was gonna have a threesome, it'd be with you.
It'd be with you.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
why do I get this
100%.
so often? How flatter y'all things. Alright, bitches, take this shot.
Oh.
Wait, I'm in.
Cheers to some nice backwash.
What do y'all think about people over editing pictures? Like
I think
girls?
there's a fine line. I also have a problem with people editing their bodies.
That's what I have a problem with. I don't care about like you put a
Like
pimple or a little bit of
I'm
skin
getting rid of
smoothing.
my like texture or like that wrinkle because I can't afford to get Botox right now because of coronavirus. But like,
Yeah. But like when people change the shape of their bodies and stuff, I don't really like people editing their bodies as much because I just think it sets you up for disappointment in real life.
Yeah.
because imagine walking into a bar and somebody being like, oh, in a bad like, ooh.
But don't you feel like that happens anyway? Because I feel like I put up pictures and I'm like, people are probably gonna meet me and think I'm uglier.
I don't.
But then also sometimes I think they're gonna think I look better because I don't. You know how we always are like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm not photogenic.
I think editing pictures, you always have to aim to be like, oh, she does look like that in person.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think. I think if
But I
you
feel
want
like
to use
cameras
it
are
to
mean.
accentuate,
Cameras can be kind of mean too.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you're like look in a mirror and you're like, damn, I look pretty good tonight. And then you put up your selfie cam and you're like, what just
Maybe
happened
not.
between A and B? I don't understand.
yeah.
Okay, one of them, worst dates. Date. do y'all know what dates are at this point? Like, anybody experiencing dates?
I'm dating.
You're dating?
Yeah.
How's that going?
Dating is interesting. So dating's hard because
Dating is so hard.
Well, okay, this question, like, this might go with it. It says worst dates.
worst date.
Oh god.
I haven't had any bad dates recently. They've all been really good, but you know, as far as like walking away from the like after you've dated is what's hard.
I was at the hair salon today, and she told me about a date that the guy his pants. On the date, like he went away for 30 minutes, went to the local, like the TJ Maxx or something next door, and sent her a picture of the pants.
I would rather die.
And she's waited.
Okay, if a guy walked away,
unless I have a date that bad. I mean, like the only worst dates are like Ted Bundy or Jeffrey Dahmer. So like to me, I can't really give a story that's better than that.
The worst first date I've ever been on is we both didn't know how to end it, so we wound up hanging out for 8 hours.
Oh, that's why you gotta bar hop. I think dates that you can bar hop where you're like, let's go to the next place.
I think
and
it was
you're
like 19.
We'll go somewhere else.
And we went to lunch, and then we walked around, and he was like, oh, let's go to somewhere else. It was a 20-minute drive away. We walked around that mall, and then he was like, let's see a movie. And I was like, I have to, like, how do I go? How do I say? And he had driven, so I couldn't get in my own car.
I did that. I think that's a lesson learned.
The worst date I've had.
The worst date I had recently was we ended up getting in a huge fight by the end of it. Like left, got out of the car, furious.
How do y'all fight on your first date?
He got into some argument with me. Like me of all people, he was saying like this whole Me Too movement came out, right? And he was just like, he is a powerful guy in sales, which, I have done sales before and like would consider going back. I mean, he was kind of talking to me about hiring me maybe for sales, but he's like, I won't have private meetings or I won't hire a hot girl anymore because we're going to be at conferences and stuff around the country. And I don't want to put myself in a situation where she can Me Too me. And obviously I wanted to implode.
Right.
And I'm like, are you kidding?
If you're in a situation where she can Me Too you, then you did something wrong.
I know. And he's like, no, but that's not even the problem. Like, I won't do anything. And I could potentially get Me Too'd now. And I was like, so you're going to just not hire women, beautiful women. You don't mind hiring trolls or whatever you want to call it.
Well, so you could, like, what?
Why? You're doing sales. You want people, like, you said I would be great at it because XYZ. And now that's also why you wouldn't hire a girl like me because I might Me Too you. And so obviously I was freaking livid and I was like, so it's time to go. And he drove me home. We didn't speak. And I got out of the car and I came straight inside.
That's awkward. I have not been on a date. Like, and I don't know, I haven't been on an awkward date.
There are like,
I feel like all my dates have gone pretty successfully.
There are rules you follow on first dates or even second or third dates though. And it's like, what we were taught in sorority recruitment was the 5 B's, and it's like Bible, boys, so like,
things not to talk about.
Bucks, money, Barack, politics, or beer was one of them, which was for drinking, which you can obviously talk about. But like the 4, just
like things to stay away from.
Things to stay away from.
But in a way, like, shouldn't you get that out of the way?
You should. 100%.
If I like what he said was that was enough for me to know, like the things he said. I'd rather know that than waste any more of my time. Exactly. But I have also dated people I don't share political views with, and it's fine. But at that point, I guess you know each other well enough to just be like, I know you're a good person. And why are y'all so opposed to having a sugar daddy?
Is anybody opposed to it?
I kind of am. Not opposed to it. I've never done it, which obviously I've had opportunities to, so I guess in that way I would think I'm opposed to it.
Same. I think I've bailed on trips before because it's made me uncomfortable.
Yeah. I think the problem is that like we talked about earlier, I don't want to have a relationship with somebody I'm not attracted to, and if I'm attracted to them and they have money, then we're just dating. You know what I mean? Like it's just something that comes along with that. But like I just can't be with somebody that I'm not attracted to.
I also think there is
I guess that would be why I'm opposed to it.
Yeah.
It's hard. I couldn't
I don't want to fake it. Yeah.
Do I judge anybody that does it? No.
No, I'm not against that.
No.
People having it.
So I'm like, yeah, 100%. Yeah, let's talk, whatever. But it comes down to the nitty gritty, and I'm like, I mean, nothing's going to happen. If you want to keep giving me your money, it's fine, but we're not going to have sex.
Yeah.
I think we're all personally opposed, but I would never judge anybody for doing what they needed to do.
Absolutely
wanted to. My godfather's yearbook quote was, "I don't play hard to get, I play easy to want." And I was like, that's it.
Like, if anyone put that in their caption, even though I stand by it, I'd be like, I'm like, you're the worst. When people hype themselves up too much in their captions, I just am mortified. You're so pretty. I have a question somebody wants to know. It's easy. Manscaping. What do y'all think about manscaping?
Important, but if you like do too much and you're like the hairless kid, like, and you look like a prepubescent teen, like, I'm kind of scared to sleep with you.
Yeah, I'm here for manscaping. Same. Like, a little something is better than nothing.
But if we're doing like chest hair, full body thing, I'm like, I'm out. Like,
wait, if they have chest hair?
Yeah, so like I one time slept with a guy who shaved every inch of his body. Like, I swear to God, like,
you want to keep
chest
it?
hair, and I'm like, okay, let's keep that.
I thought you were saying get rid of it. I was like, no, I don't think that. I'm like,
but I appreciate the effort.
I'm like, look human, don't look ape-like.
Yeah.
I think that's all. Like, look like a man, but not like I can't lick any part of your body without catching. I need a floss. You know?
Yeah.
How am I stronger than you? You are 5'10", 11.
Who works out once a month?
More than me. Jesus Christ.
I have zero upper body strength.
Those bottles do get heavy.
I always have not.
Can you help? Oh, pet peeves is bottle service girls.
Ooh. Pet peeves as bottle service girls?
Yeah.
Okay,
my
number one pet peeve as a bottle service girl is when we're trying to walk through the crowd and you guys just fucking stand there like we're trying to like
deer in headlights.
Yeah, like we're not trying to fight you. We're not trying to be in your way. Like, we really have to deliver this bottle. Just move. Like, or if we're not even delivering a bottle, we're just trying to get through and you guys want to fight with us. Like,
I think more problems with people that don't have tables, because
Girls.
my only pet peeve I can think of is like when people slap my ass. Like, girls, if I'm up on shoulders and girls slap your ass or something, and because I'm there with like fire in my hands,
right,
and I'm on someone's shoulders, I can't do anything. I'm vulnerable.
Yeah.
And some girls just slap my ass because I've had it happen where it's dudes and it's immediately like, get me down, get that guy out.
Right.
And then it's girls and they think it's funny, and I get it. Like, I slap girls' asses, but
I've had girls
in a
like
time when I
grab
can't
your
do
boobs.
anything about it, I'm just like, can you not?
Yeah, just wait.
I had somebody reach over a table one time and like shake my boob, and it was a girl, but I was like, we're not friends. Why do you think you can do that?
Yeah.
Like, I'm genuinely kidding.
Wait,
Come get
okay.
ready with us. Okay. Should we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Should we?
Should we do a shot?
Yeah.
Should we wrap it up with a shot?
Cheers exit.
Okay, so I think that that wraps up our drinking get ready with me. Thanks for listening. Any thoughts, guys?
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for.
I hope you're. Yeah, go ahead.
Apologies and gratitude for whatever just happened.
I think it went great.
I'm sorry, Mom, Dad, all extended family, but I think we had a good time.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Everyone be safe in your quarantine.
Yes.
Seriously.
We'll be here if you need us.
We are getting drunk, making
What next? What should we do next?
Yeah, so drop your suggestions below for what we should do next.
If
Your
it stop making videos, that's fine too. I'll
like, comment, and subscribe, and leave any suggestions for the next video below, and we'll do it.
People should not just shot for shot.
Yes, it's a little late to mention that. If you're at home, take 5 shots with us right now,
And then rewatch
the video.
This was a lot funnier. Swear to God.
I don't promise that. I can't live up to that.
Okay, you're gonna have to go back and like do like
Everyone
the
just setting
tags.
spray.
Resetting.
I did setting spray.
A million.
Oh God, she's gonna edit that.